from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is Madden NFL 21.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Zone, and that's going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at the 18. So here comes the Patriots offense led by number 1, their new quarterback for 2020. That, of course, Cam Newton.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees, but he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand-new head coach, a brand-new organization in Carolina.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 15 now. Bridgewater. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's the Panthers punter now. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Possession of the football going back over to New Orleans now. And the Saints open the 2020 season hosting Tampa Bay for Tom Brady's welcoming reception into the NFC South. And they welcomed him rather rudely. They were kind of like the Saints, a high-performance engine, because they needed a little bit to warm up. But after 2 touchdowns from their spark plug, Alvin Kamara, they really started to fire on all cylinders. And I think I just got enough cliches in there for a full football season, so I'll show myself out.
Oh, you did well. Staccato, man. They just came one after the other. You were on a roll. I love that. But this New Orleans Saints team, they spent the entire offseason hearing about Tampa Bay, Tom Brady, all the additions, Gronk coming to town. And as their star defensive end, Cameron Jordan, said so eloquently, hey, we welcome Tom Brady and Gronk to the NFC South, and we welcome the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll just be playing for second place. I love that confidence that New Orleans Saints team possesses.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Back near his goal line, here's Breeze. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Demario Davis coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down on the end zone for a safety. Well, they're going to have some space here on the free kick.
You're exactly right about that. They just wish that they could have the free kick and not give up the 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. They go play action here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. And for the third time now, this is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken at about the 16. Carolina working back out here for their next offensive possession. Wanted to look back to what they did in week 1, Charles. A loss to Las Vegas, 34-30. Bit of a disappointment for Matt Rule in his coaching debut at the NFL level. And they did come back from 12 down with 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to take the lead, but then that was only to see Josh Jacobs score the third of his 3 touchdowns, which was ultimately the game winner. So a bit of a disappointment not only for him, but of course they had a quarterback change in the offseason as well.
Yeah, they're the definition of building, but that doesn't mean they won't be competitive. You already mentioned it, making that.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So we've hit halftime here in what obviously is a very fast-moving first half of play. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Able to get away. And now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Escapes the sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alex Anzalone, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. So that'll back him up 5. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give. This is Kamara. Do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safe. In the strangest of ways, my word. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This will be fielded at the 17. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he fends him off. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long.
Let's show how to play football. Let's go. No.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They go play action. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
As we say so long from New Orleans.